On Monday, the stock market continued to crash for the third consecutive working day. Everyone is terrified. Recession odds have increased dramatically. But according to Donald Trump, the guy who single-handedly did all this, everything is actually better than ever here in the United States. And all that other stuff happening, yeah, that's the other guy that somehow is manipulating it from behind the scenes, I guess. I don't know, but Donald Trump did, of course, declare victory as the market was tanking on Monday. Here is what Donald Trump said on Truth Social. Oil prices are down, interest rates are down, the slow-moving Fed should cut rates. Food prices are down, there is no inflation, and the long-time abused USA is bringing in billions of dollars a week from the abusing countries on tariffs that are already in place. This is despite the fact that the biggest abuser of them all, China, whose markets are crashing, just raised its tariffs by 34% on top of its long-term ridiculously high tariffs, plus not acknowledging my warning for abusing countries not to retaliate. They've made enough for decades, taking advantage of the good old USA. Our past leaders are to blame for allowing this, and so much else to happen to our country. Make America great again. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Interest rates are, in fact, down a little bit. That is not a lie from him. That's also really, really horrible for the economy right now because contrary to what Donald Trump says, food prices are not down and inflation is not none. There is inflation, and if you have periods of inflation with low interest rates, that creates a recipe for disaster. As much as it hurts when the Fed raises interest rates, that is what the Biden administration did to stop those hyperinflationary periods that we had, at the very beginning of his administration and all the way through the middle, really. That was the smart move. It was painful, but it got us and prevented us from being in a recession, and it got us out of the decline we had been in thanks to Donald Trump and COVID. So lowering interest rates right now is actually a really, really bad idea that's going to cause inflation to skyrocket. And it already is there. So Trump lied about inflation, was right about interest rates, and oil prices are down, right? Wow. Let me go ahead and explain it to you this way. I spent many, many years as an environmental writer. One of the things I had to do was talk about gas prices rising, falling, staying the same. And over the years, there were very predictable patterns that emerged. And yes, this is a time of year, every year, when gas prices go down. Do you know why? Spring break's over. Travel period is over. Okay? They go down January, February. They start going back up March for spring break because people are driving. Let's gouge them at the pump. They'll go down right now. They'll start going up probably mid-May, maybe a little closer to Memorial Day. Depends on, how travel is. And then they'll go up over the summer. Then they'll start coming down in September, October, and go back up around November and Christmas time. Again, this is years of studying this to tell you that. So celebrating when gas prices are down is not exactly a smart thing to do because, again, you can just follow the patterns and see that this literally happens every single year, regardless of who is sitting in the White House. So Trump didn't do that. That's just basic supply and demand. That's Econ 101. That is literally Econ 101. The rest of it, of course, not true. The markets that are crashing are the ones here in the United States, and they're crashing because of Donald Trump. But this man is so desperate to spin this economic collapse that he did 100% by himself that he will tell you the sky is green, the grass is blue, and anybody who tells you otherwise, they're the ones who are lying to you. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.